I am Rajalakshmi S. Rai from Vidyalakshmi First Grade College, Savanur. Now I am taking business taxation. So we already studied the incidence of tax format. So now we can solve the problem regarding the incidence of tax. So I already told with you in the last class there are three columns. First should be OR, ordinarily resident. Next one is not ordinarily resident, and last one is non-resident. So ordinarily resident, not ordinarily resident, then non-resident. So how to solve the problem? We have to read the transactions, then we have to put the amount here. So in that format, yes means we have to write the amount there. See the first one, first transaction. Profit from business in Iran. So profit from business in Iran received in India. Received in India. So here in that format it is given any income received, deemed, raised in India, then three columns yes. So if the profit may be from Iran, but this is important. This is received in India. So received in India means three columns we have to write the amount. So it is given profit from business in Iran received in India rupees 1,05,000. So we have to write rupees 1,05,000 in three columns because the income is received in India. So transaction higide profit from Iran, business from Iran received in India ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So actual Iran ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದು? ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. So if it is any income received in India means three columns yes. So we have to write the amount to three columns. Same 1,05,000, 1,05,000, 1,05,000. The second transaction is given income from house property in Pakistan. So income from house property in Pakistan deposited in a bank there. Deposited in a bank there. So here leave this one. Deposited in a bank there. So it does not matter anything. No changes. Not at all affecting the entries. So only take this one. House property, income from house property in Pakistan. That means foreign country. If any foreign income means first column yes, next two columns dash. So it is given income from house property in Pakistan, that is foreign country, deposited in a bank there. If it is deposited in bank here in India, then also we have to take only this much. House property in Pakistan, so foreign income taxable in one column, that is amount is given 1,000. So let's put dash. So received in India ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಖಾಲಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅದು ಇದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸಹ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ established in Pakistan. That means profit in Pakistan. Next, deposited in a bank there rupees 20,000. So profit from the Pakistan amount is 20,000. Within bracket it is given. Out of this 20,000, 10,000 is brought into India. 10,000 is brought into India. And once again bracket is closed. Then it is given this business is controlled in India. So this is very important adjustment. See here, the profit is earned from Pakistan means one column yes, next next two columns dash dash as per our format. But out of that 10,000 brought to India. So no difference if it is deposited in India, brought to India, anything. It is not at all affect the transactions. Ali brought to India, deposited in India, the confusion madikodudu. So leave it. Then this business is controlled in India. This is important. If the business is set up in India and controlled in India, then two columns, yes. See here, for the first 20,000 here, so foreign income means first column is taxable. Then it is controlled in India means second column, yes. Controlled in India means second column, yes. One the problem noduvaga, first we have to give the preference to received India, because if received India means three columns, yes, first preference. Second preference is for set up and establishment of business in India, or controlled in India, or set up in India. So we have to put two columns, yes. Then only foreign country income, then first column is yes. So first preference ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೋಡುವಾಗ received in India ಉಂಟಾ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. received in India ಬಂದರೆ ಮೂರು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮುಗಿಯಿತು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಸೆಟಪ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಸೆಟಪ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಕಾಲಮ್ಗೆ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಗೆ ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ income from Pakistan means first column yes, but here it is given controlled, so two columns are yes, so we have to take only this one, two columns yes, last column dash. So here we are writing just transactions as it is. ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆಯುವುದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. We have to write the amount here. Next one is accrued in India. Next transaction is accrued in India. So fourth one is accrued in India, but received in England. Received in England. So remember always, it is important. Once again, received in India, accrued in India, raised in India, deemed to be received in India. If these four words are there, then in India comes, then in three columns, yes, yes, yes. Accrued, raised, deemed, received. ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅದರ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ತ್ರೀ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್. So here it is given, once again I am reading the problem. Accrued in India. Accrued in India means finished, no need of reading other things. In India, but received in England rupees 2,000. So accrued in India means, underline that one, three columns, yes. So we have to write 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Next problem. Next transaction is profit earned from business in Kanpur. So profit earned from the business in Kanpur. So profit from India, that is Kanpur. Then rupees 6 lakh over. So any income, it is deemed to be received in India or accrued in India or arise in India or India income. So three columns yes. ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಪುರದಿಂದ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ರೂ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಸೊ ತ್ರೀ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 6 lakh, 6 lakh, 6 lakh. Next one is income from agriculture in England. Agriculture in England, it is all spent on the education of children in London. It is just they are giving for the purpose of confusing you, but it is important only this much. What is that? Agriculture income from agriculture in England. It is all spent on the education of children in London. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಡ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ or where the income is due. So it is agricultural income of the foreign country. So foreign country. So agricultural income of the foreign country means just refer the format. First column yes, next two columns dash dash. If the agricultural income from India, then three columns dash dash dash. So foreign income, agriculture from England. So it is given 5,000. So we have to write first column 5,000, next two columns dash dash. Next one is past untaxed foreign income. It is enough. I already explained in that format. If it is given past untaxed foreign income brought to India in the previous year. So one adjustment is yavaga kottirtare. Past untaxed means no need of reading anything. So we have to put dash dash dash. Next, profit earned from business in Bangalore, managed from Singapore. So it is enough. Profit we are earned from Bangalore. So profit is raised from India. So profit from Bangalore or income due from India. That means three columns yes yes yes. ಆಗ ನೀವು ಅದು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅದಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನಫ್. ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. It is 2,25,000. So this is the Indian income. So we have to write 2,25,000 in three columns. Then last one is pension from farmer employer in India. So it is important where we are receiving the pension, from which country we are getting the pension. So it is from the employer in India. So it is Indian income, the income we received from India. So three columns yes yes yes. So it is 15,000, 15,000, 15,000. So over. Then last we have to add all the items of OR, add NOR, then add NR. Then this solution is over. So here we get the first column 9,73,000, 9,67,000. The last column is 9,47,000. So the problem is over. Once again for your reference, I am explaining. You have to see the transactions, whether the income or profit which is due in India, raised in India, deemed to be received in India, or actually received in India means don't see other things, whether it is controlled or deposited, brought to India. No, nothing. If any income arises from India, it may be a profit from business, or it is from a house property, or any pension, anything which is we get from India, then it is three columns yes. Then another important is, if the business is set up or controlled in India, then two columns yes. If any income of the foreign country, then it is first column yes, then all the columns dash dash. If in the problem it is combinedly given, for example foreign income set up in India means, it is important. Set up in India means two columns. Foreign income is one column. We have to give the importance to number of columns. So two columns is more. So we have to give the importance to set up or controlled business. Then any untaxed dash dash dash. Then agricultural income from India dash dash dash. Agricultural income from foreign company S dash dash. So we can see in the next class. Thank you.